Let's check in with Tyler Ocean from Business in Vancouver. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Sonia.
Let's start off with Canada first of all, and they've got a new boss.
Yeah, and it looks like this new boss, Howard Lance, he's not actually going to be based in the Canadian company's global headquarters here in British Columbia. Instead, Lance will be based out of the company's American office down in California. Now, Daniel Friedman, he's the outgoing CEO of McDonald Detweiler. He says that 2/3 of their business is actually done in the United States. So it makes sense to have the new CEO to be based there. Now, the idea is that Howard Lance, he's previously CEO and chairman of Harris Corporation, which is a defense contractor down in the U.S. Daniel Friedman says that they want to get the company to have a similar path as Harris Corporation did, which is grow it from about a $2 billion company to a $6 billion company. And the way that they're going to do that is by having a lot more American connections. The only thing that's a little unclear at this point is whether, Richmond is going to remain the global HQ for the long term. Now, Friedman says that the plan right now is to keep the Canadian business, and that's where the global headquarters is. So we'll just keep an eye on it, but it is a big company. It's one of Canada's biggest leaders when it comes to the aerospace industry. And, of course, everybody knows that Canada arm that was on the space shuttle for NASA for years.
Right, okay. And budget airlines are back in the headlines today as well. Tell us why.
Yeah, well, Canada Jetlines just signed a definitive agreement to go public via a reverse takeover with former uranium miner Jet Metal. So Canadian Transport Agency, they told this upstart no-frills carrier that they're going to need about $48 million before they can go up and running. The executives over there, they'd prefer to have $100 million in capital. So that's why we're going to see them going on the public markets, going public through the stock exchange so they can gain this additional capital. Just a few weeks ago, New Leaf Travel, which is another one of these budget carriers, they just got the green light from Ottawa to go ahead as well. So we're starting to see a lot of competition, which we haven't really had before when it comes to these budget airlines. Now, Canada Jetlines, they say that they're going to charge an average of 40 to 50% less on airfares compared with, say, Air Canada. They're going to do that, though, by charging people a lot of those fees for anything from checked bags to meals to even an iPad if you wanted to use that. And even just reservations, like that's going to cost you money as well.
So they're going to charge you to use an iPad? What, on flight?
Not your own iPad. I should say that.
I was going to say, because that would be tragic.
Yeah, that would be awful. But hey, if you want to use a debit card versus credit card, they're going to actually charge you extra for, say, a credit card use as well. So they are trying to nickel and dime you, but like it's going to pay off if you can be very thrifty on these airlines.
Yeah, some people, I speak to some people and they don't actually care because it's all about being a little savvy, and if you don't take those extras, you're still saving an awful lot of money compared to the bigger airlines.
Absolutely.
By booking with some of these budget airlines.
I just need to have a little bit of leg room and then I'll be okay.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Yeah, okay.
I'll be
I get that. All right. Thank you very much, Tyler. Have a great weekend.
You too.